Yo, what's the deal, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight? It is your player partner, Bobby WAJ. And tonight we're going to be getting into some very interesting topics of discussion. I pray that everybody's doing well out there, man. I pray that the blessings of the Most High have been amongst or upon you and your family and all this and all that. All that. Tonight's word. What's tonight's word, man? The word of tonight is the word of tonight is impecunious. That's the word of tonight. Impecunious. Impecunious means to be without funds. It means to be indigent. It means to be broke. Impecunious is the word of the night. So anybody out there that's hoping to expand their vocabulary, the word of tonight is impecunious. That's the word. Let me put it in the thing for you. Hold on. There it is there. I don't know why it's not popping up. Let me try it again. Impecunious is tonight's word. And it just basically means to be without funds. It means to be broke. Shorty McGriff, what is the dinner now, man? Salute to you, man. Salute to you and yours, man. I pray that the blessings of the Most High have been upon you and your family, man. Donald Trump. How about we start off with Donald Trump? See, I was gonna start off on another note. I was gonna say that paperwork on the Beninoy, and let me be specific. I don't want people to automatically think that I'm talking about, somebody else that I'm not talking about. That brother I don't have no problem with. I just wanted to understand the position and the stance that the brother was taking to defend the integrity or the lack thereof of a certain organization or whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? There's no problems, no hard feelings between me and the brother. You feel what I'm saying? But that young dude, they just released a preview of his paperwork, man. And it's saying boop bop 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 that he said it. You feel what I'm saying? That he did what he did, and he said what he said to them people. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if there's any selective politicking that goes. Is there going to be a continuation of selective politicking and people turning a blind eye to the offenses that this dude has committed and violated what they call the G code or the code of the streets? But Donald Trump, we're not going to get into a debate about, is he a great president? Is he a terrible president and none of this? But he about to send y'all them bands, man. They just came up. Yo, G, what's the deal, my guy? Peace and blessings to you and yours, man. But tariff dividends. He said the economy is doing so well due to the tariffs that he had put on many different countries and whatnot that they didn't rent the money up. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't rent the bag up, so they about to start sending out some paper. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for $2,000 stimulus. I don't want to say package, but some stimulus money in the sum of $2,000, and it's from the for sure. It's from the $2,000 dividend from the tariffs. You feel what I'm saying? In more recent news, Frito-Lay, Doritos, the parent company is PepsiCo. PepsiCo has now come to the ingenious decision to stop allowing. I have a problem with the word. Say it for me. Carcinogens. Stop allowing carcinogens into the petroleum-based dyes that have been known to create cancer in a lot of individuals that consume their products. But why now? Why wait after it did so much damage in the black community, in the impoverished communities, individuals who don't have a lot of money and can't get organic food or can't get, a certain selection of food. Why wait until your product has unalived over 20 million people throughout the United States of America? I mean, it's a good thing that they are going to do it now, but why? What took you so long? We all know, anybody that knows a little bit about science, the petroleum, even the petroleum that we call Vaseline and all that we put on our body, man, that's hazardous. That's the byproduct. That's the leftover product. That's the leftover from what kind of oil is that? Man, ain't no goddamn castor. Excuse my language. Man, that ain't no castor oil, man. He said castor oil. Man, that ain't no castor oil, man. It's petroleum comes from crude oil. So when they refine and they do whatever they do to the crude oil, the last of it is the petroleum and what cooking oil. Some of that cooking oil that we be cooking with, that come from the crude oil and all that, and they treat it. They take the I think the word is putrid. Is the putrid smell, the horrible, the offensive smell. They add chemicals to it, and then you got oil that you cook your products in and oil that you put all over your body and your children. And we wondering why we have the most cases of the C word, cancer, in our community. I want to say this before we get into the content. One of the biggest unalivers in the African-American community, beautifully blessed. I see y'all, read your comments right now. Beautifully blessed. I'm gonna read your comments. One of the biggest unalivers in our community, it isn't just the C word, cancer, hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, type 1 and 2, and congestive heart failure. It's poor decision making and us having the unwillingness to change. Our inability to change is one of the key contributors to our untimely demise. For instance, a person to go to the doctor, right? And I'm not laughing, it's not a laughing matter. A person to go to the doctor, be diagnosed with high blood pressure, go home and eat a pepperoni pizza. Wake up in the morning, go eat some bacon, some pancakes, orange juice, some grits with salt. Like, no, you can't do that. Man, I can do whatever hell I want to do. No, but basically the information that the doctors just gave you and the diet that they just attempted to put you on, you saying to HE double hockey sticks with that, and you want to continue to consume the stuff that got you going to the doctor trying to get the treatment now, trying to get the intervention now. But all you got to do is change your diet, and the body will begin to cleanse itself and work on itself. The body can be a self-healing organism if you give it the things that it needs to heal itself. We know that when you get a cut, it don't matter how deep it is, the body is going to do its best to heal that cut. The body can heal itself, but you can't be diagnosed with hypertension, congestive heart failure, cancer, and continue to consume the foods that gave you the disorder, that gave you the disease. How much sense does that make? Take a minute and process that. And it's not even just that. Our bad decision making even goes to being in the hood. 6 dudes got shot on that corner, and you gonna take your goofy self down there and you gonna be number 7. That doesn't make any sense. Our inability to change is what contributes to our untimely demise. Is what speeds up our demise, because we just don't have the discipline. We don't have the self-restraint that's required to change so that we can prolong our days, or at least hit that 60 to 70 mark. And the Bible, it says something about 3 scores plus 10. That's 70 years old. I want my 70. What I got to do? Don't hang over here. Oh, man, you ain't going to see me down there no more. What I got to do? Stop eating an excessive amount of sugar. Oh, man, get all the sugar out of my house. Let the sodas go, man. Get them sodas away from me. Let the chips go, the high processed junk food. I don't need it. I'm trying to see that 70, baby. That 70 got my name on it. We have to embrace change. Anything that doesn't evolve or doesn't change, if it doesn't evolve and it doesn't change, evolution change, pretty much the same thing, right? But if you don't change and you don't give into evolution and you don't evolve, you're basically DEAD. Think about that. Process that. It's no type of change that you didn't underwent. None at all. You still the same. You still on the same SHIT. That's why when I go to certain areas and certain communities, I be like, nothing changed. I've been going away, what, 4 years, maybe 5 years, and I can still find the same people on the same corners, in the same parking lots, in front of the same stores. Clockwork. When I go to certain places and I hit the city, I ain't got to say, hey, woo, 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 because this person is a creature of habit that has not submitted to any form of change. I know if I pull up over there, that's where that person to be. You never want to be that predictable. You never want to be that stubborn to where you're not giving in to change. But tonight's content, Bobby Ye's topic of discussion, episode 18, Mexicans joins whites in blackface, and we all familiar with the blackfacing thing, right? I was gonna go a whole nother route, but we gonna go this route, man. We gonna start putting belt to ASS with these people who are playing with our culture, with these people who are trying to degrade us and dehumanize us in the most berating and degrading way. We're not about to continue to tolerate that. I'm not preaching hatred. I'm not preaching separation. That's not what I'm preaching. But what I'm preaching is accountability for all people. My people, your people. But nigga, what is you? He a mutt. Don't worry about that. His people, all people. Because the time is coming to where it's no longer going to be about race, and we're no longer going to be blinded by race and silenced by race. It's going to be about people revolting and starting these revolutions against the power to be, because the powers is about to oppress your black ASS in the same fashion that they about to oppress those white people, those Asian people who don't got this, who not a part of these fraternities of sorts, or who are not a part of the upper echelon lounge. If you're not a part of that, oh man, time's about to get hard. And when we got to get out here and we got to forage for food, it ain't about you being black, white, Mexican, and none of that. All the things that matter in life transcends race, nationality, ethnicity. And when the government turn up the fire and up the ante and all that, you'll be a fool to still be on this racial divide shit. But excuse my language, this racial divide stuff. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, in between time, man, let's look at the agent provocateur in this video. Right here, Caucasian person. And I always come on here and I say that these Hispanics, Mexicans, these individuals that call themselves Mexicans, not all. Broad generalization shows the depths of our ignorance, right? But the mass majority of Mexicans, they want to be white. They want to be accepted by the white folks. They want to be acknowledged by the white folks. They want a pat on the head, a rub on the back and a pat on the head from the white folks. All of our aspirations isn't that. If you are a person of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding like myself, we just want to be left the F alone. Leave us alone. We can go out and we can create our own. And when we create our own, it outdoes and outperforms whatever you got established and got going on. That's why they want to keep their boots on our necks. That's why they want to come into our community and designate leaders for themselves that are typically impoverished, impecunious, don't have no money, indigent, but got influence. Let me buy your influence. Let me buy your voice. Here's a script. And with that script is a fat check. So they like dang to the bank with this. You feel what I'm saying? But you misleading and deceiving your people. Just like some of these athletes that get in a ring or get in these arenas with these Caucasian folks, and we're happy. Oh man, right on, brother. Get in there and give it to him, brother. And you get in there and you take a dive. What about these black kids that's looking up to you the way my father looked up to Muhammad Ali, and the way that, young black boys back in the days looked up to Sonny Liston, Joe Louis, and all this and all that? At some point in time, we have to sacrifice self-gain and ego to be an adequate representation of what it is to be a victorious black man. Let's inspire these black babies. But let's get into the content, man. Let me read it. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. Let's read a few comments. How y'all doing tonight, man? Ooh, man, tonight has been blessed. I love y'all. If ain't nobody told you today or tonight, just know that I love you on the rental, and it's organic, it's authentic, it's real on the reels. All right. Oh, we got a lot of comments. All right, we got PP. PP say black people not racist enough. We always looking for these people to be cool with us. You ain't said nothing wrong. What you said is spot on. GD say, my brother, what's good? You good, brother? You good? We good. The movement that we want to create is good. Gregory McLaughlin, what is the deal, Heedy? Man, tops, much love and respect. Beautifully Blessed says, hit that like button and subscribe. Button, chat, please. I appreciate it. You can really help this channel by just liking. I ain't asking y'all for no money. When I come on here and I want to do certain things, I don't say, hey, man, I want to feed the homeless, or it's this young lady that got an X amount of kids and I want to be able to give some shoes to at least 2 or 3 of the kids, or this, that, and third. Like, you feel me? So can y'all go in your pockets? And I don't ask for that. All I ask for is just support the channel and help me stay in the algorithm by pushing that like button. You can do a tremendous amount of good by just pressing that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you, Beautifully Blessed. I appreciate that as well. Beautifully Blessed says Walmart is doing the same thing too. They're no longer put dyes and things in their great value products, but the damage has been done. The birth defects, the C word, the cancer. You understand what I'm saying? And a slew of other things, a slew of other health issues that a lot of people are undergoing because of these toxic chemicals that they put in their food products, even in a lot of the laundry detergent, forever chemicals that can go through your pores, the pores of your skin, and it's just in you. You wonder why you're waking up and just feel on one today. It's a lot of things that contribute to the that it's a lot of things that contribute to our communities malfunctioning. Somebody just hit me to an NFL player going on a high-speed chase, allegedly. I haven't researched it, so I'm just speaking when somebody has spoken to me. I haven't fact-checked it. That an NFL player goes on a high-speed chase, and at the end of the high-speed chase, at the cessation of the high-speed chase, the end of the high-speed chase, he unalives himself. What's going on? Is it because of the concussions that the NFL players be going through? Is it an improper diet? Is it an increase in the production of cortisol? Like, what's going on? What makes a person that has seemingly have everything going their way get to the point to where, you know, I don't want to do it no more. I just can't do it. So I'm taking his way out. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like I done spoke enough. But let's get into the topic at hand. So a few days ago, or maybe about a week ago, this Caucasian lady right here, she began to mock black folks. Let's see what's going on right here. Did it go through? Nope, it didn't go through. But we got it cracking now. Yeah, here we go right here. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars have secretly participated in what they call the blackface. They put on a black face and paint their lips red, and it's supposed to be symbolic for the simple-minded, animalistic N-word. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be a representation of. But let's get into this. Internet, please don't fail me now. Cox, if I never needed you before, I need you now.
Hoop earrings, you wear weaves in your hair, you wear fake eyelashes, you wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking. And hail the black woman. Hail her. By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day.
You people? What the hell you mean, you people?
You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out, and then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. That's like a cutter. That's like one of those those fucking losers who cut themselves. That's like them having a scar and being like, I can't believe I have scars. What?
You people, yes, we do fight every day. But why don't you tell the truth about who it is that we're really fighting? Why don't you tell the truth about who really invaded us? Why don't you tell the truth how we've been fighting y'all for over 400 plus centuries or whatever made up years you guys are trying to tell us?
To this day.
Why don't you tell them that the...
And that part right there, that clip from when Deontay Wilder was talking about that 400 years to this day. Man, I'm like, ooh, I'm proud to be black. Black power, brother. Ooh, he about to put them bombs on him. Man, we went to Dave and Buster's and watched that fight, man. You should have seen how the atmosphere changed. You should have seen how rowdy the Caucasians got in. Yeah, brother, get him, brother. Man, they said everything but the N-word. But they ain't have to say N-word. The way they was high-fiving him and you know, high-fiving one another. Yeah, brother, right on, and we'll do. It's like, damn, bro. But let's get back into the content.
I hope you appreciate my outfit. This cost about $50 with no EBT money.
Whoa.
And didn't turn out quite like I was expecting it to. I was gonna get some chicken and I was also gonna get some watermelon, but I didn't have much time. Last minute, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this because this would be really fun. And we haven't done a stream in a while, so I was gonna go buy KFC. But by the time I remembered to do that, I was already in blackface, and I figured it probably wasn't the smartest idea to go out in public looking like this. I mean, by the way, this is really hard. Props to black women who can actually pull this off, because it's really difficult keeping this, and I still don't have it completely on. Cost me $50. The guy at Walmart, I went to Walmart to get it, and people were looking at me very strangely because I was in the aisle and I had this. I was like, where is the black makeup? By the way, discrimination. There is not enough black makeup. Also, I got my nails. I got my nails did. Too. And I wanted a wig. I wanted a weave, but I couldn't find one. I went to Dollar General, which was full of blacks, by the way. I was the only white person there. I went to Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and fucking Walmart, and there was not a single wig anywhere. So that sucked. Expected to look perfect all the time. We're expected to behave perfectly all the time. So what? We destroy a restaurant or two. So what? We don't tip. So what? We beat up old people. Okay? Can you bring the expectations down to OMG, it's Usha Vance. I know! Usha! Vance, JD. Wait, what's my, how do I say an Indian accent? JD, my husband JD. That's like Jamaican. My husband JD is cheating on me with Erica Kirk. Yep. Did you hear that? By the way, have you seen the Indians, the Hindus crashing out about JD Vance now? I saw some post from some Indian woman, and she was crashing out about the fact that, look at this, JD Vance is mad that she's Hindu, and she's going to have to either be forced to change her religion or else. And she literally said, like, not even ironically, like, we're losing our own culture. I'm like, bitch, you're in our culture. You're a fucking Jeet in our culture. She's literally in our country. The Jeets are in our country complaining that Usha Vance, because of some
That's heavy. Hold on.
Halloween has happened, and you're wondering, did any conservatives dress as racist things for Halloween? I know it's going to shock you, but the answer is absolutely they did. Exhibit A, here's Brittany Venti on X, and the caption says, when that EBT hit, and here she is in blackface with chicken. Now, I went to her account, and she is biracial, so she says this couldn't be racist, right? A little history about blackface. Blackface began in the early 1800s when white people painted their faces black where they could mock Africans that were enslaved. Of course, they exaggerated their features. They also portrayed them as lazy, foolish, and just happy to serve the white man. When black performers began entering the entertainment industry later in that century, they found that audiences and theater owners would only accept them if they had conformed to the same racist stereotypes. So they were forced to wear blackface themselves and perform minstrel routines written by white producers, which created a weird sense of irony. So is this racist? I would have to say it is, because you are mocking black people, and you as a biracial person, why'd you even need to put this blackface on?
And I'll just leave this one here for you to make your own judgments on.
Exhibit B real quick. Lauren Boebert from Colorado. We all know Lauren Boebert. I guess she's supposed to be Hispanic.
This is crazy, man. Hold on. So now that I showed you that, the first video, the first imbecile, racist bigot, it has created something. The Hispanics have sat back and said, you know what, fool? Hey, Doc. Call Rebecca, fool, and tell her Reina, hey, let's go to the fucking bodega, fool, and let's put on black faces, dog. En serio, fool, and let's do that shit, dog. Don't be, and I don't think you vatos should do that, fool. Hey, that's slightly racist, homie. I don't care, homie. Hey, we're gonna fucking do that shit, dude. Hey, we're gonna fucking get some, and then we're gonna fucking go out there, dog. And let's check it out, homie. Hey, check this one out, homie. I'm gonna do my face like this, and it's gonna be all black, homie. I'm gonna look like a negro, dog. I'm gonna look like one of those fucking mayates from once, dog. In the fucking calles, dog, down here in South Central, homie. So they had the ingenious idea to replicate what she did. So let's get into it. And this is current. This is like a few hours ago. This is my homegirl being where she be at, and she captured this. Let's cue this up, man. We gotta stop being so devoted to hating one another, man, when the world is hating us.
Look at this shit. They think this shit is cool. They over here in the camera. They think this shit is funny.
All of them, because they on some other type of time. Fuck them hoes. They on my time. That part.
Yeah, I see it though.
They think this shit is cool. They over here in the camera. They think this shit is funny.
All of them, because they on some other type of time. Fuck them hoes. They on my time. That part.
This shit get deep, man. I can't make this shit up, baby. I just can't make it up. Like, let's see what we got in the comments real quick, and then we're gonna go to another video. The sister beautifully blessed says, this is pissing me off. It doesn't piss me off. What it does is just reinforce certain stereotypes from certain people. It don't piss me off. What the Honorable Malcolm X say, a rooster coming home to roost ain't never scared me, or ain't never made me mad, or I ain't never been moved by a rooster coming home to roost. Myself, I'm a country boy. So them displaying their hatred, their level of resentment towards us, it don't hurt me, not one bit. Thank you for putting it on display how y'all actually feel about us, but y'all cosplay our culture all night, all day. Hey, what's up, my nigga? What's up, big dog? Hey, big dog. Hey, what's up, my nigga? Hey, yeah, those niggas. Hey, I'm gonna go down the street and chill with my niggas from Swans. Yeah, I'm cool with those niggas. Hey, my nigga. Hey, big dog. Hey, you heard that you heard that a new Future? They cosplay our culture all night, all day. Hip hop, that's ours. We created that. And they like to rebuttal and say, well, if you created the Jewish people show do Sure do own it. According to you. So when brothers is going after a certain level of recognition, they may go and sell their souls and align themselves with the Jewish individuals. It's some brothers that refuse to sign deals and they do it the independent way. So you can't come and say, oh, yeah, the Jews so do own it. But if it's us and it's if it's something that we created, something that we're known for, something that we dominate, no matter who's making the most money off of it, why are you emulating if you hating the people who's the originators of it? Doesn't make any sense to me. It don't matter how you try to increase the BPMs or slow it down or how much Spanish you put over the beat, it is still hip-hop. It is still something that was created by us. But if we're talking about our creations, I mean the 4 M's: music, math, meditation, medicine. We're the creators of that. Now they're coming out and they're saying that, yeah, the corridos and the music that they do in Mexico, it was inspired by blacks. Y'all hate us so much, but we are an integral part of y'all culture. Y'all hate us so much, but y'all culture don't move forward unless we are there to drive the vehicle of progression. And that's just is what it is. But let's get back into some more content, man. Hey, I want to show this video right here because some people sent it to me. So I saved it to my thing and I said I talk about it, touch upon it when I go live. Tyrese Gibson. They asking me, is Tyrese a Crip? To my knowledge, no. Tyrese is not a Crip. Did Tyrese grow up right down the street from the Imperial Courts housing projects? Most definitely. If Tyrese was a Crip, Tyrese either be from Grape Street or PJ's. He's not from Grape Street. When he did that movie called something Bosco in Compton, and he even said this in an interview that some of the guys that he had known when he was a kid, they was there. And he's glad that he didn't mess over people because, if they had any type of animosity towards him, they could have got off on him there. That's not what you say about your homies. That's not the verbiage that you use to describe unexpectedly running into your homies. You understand what I'm saying? Is Tyrese Gibson from PJ Watt's Crip? I would have to say no. Ain't that what he said about Tom Bomb? When I say, hey man, so is Tom Bomb from 4-5 Bix? And he said, no, he's not. Hey, let me stop playing so much, man. Let's get into this clip, man. So I guess Tyrese caught up with the boy, Kevin McCall. They caught up with each other. They had some dialogue and all this. And Tyrese make the statement, we some real or we some certified Watts N-words. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't be certified and Watts and all this and all that. And when God has blessed you abundantly, you turned your back on your community. When we was making Imperial Dreams, I had a conversation with Rotimi. Rotimi is the dude off of Power named Dre. And he told me how he met Tyrese. He was like, oh, man, this is Watts, man. I mean, Watts, this, that, and third, and all this and all that. I'm like, yeah. He's like, ain't Tyrese from Watts? I'm like, yeah, Tyrese from Watts. He grew up right down the street on like 113th in between, I want to say, Carocious and Grape Street. That's what Tyrese grew up on. Grew up down there with Porky, Fox, and all them dudes. You know what I mean? Them dudes from, you know what I mean? Yeah. But Rotimi was telling me like, oh yeah, man, the first day I met him, he was like, man, I'm gonna be your mentor. I'm gonna make sure you got this. I'm gonna make sure you that you can do this, that, and third. I'm thinking like, damn, what about the kids in Watts? They got their head on straight that's not subscribing to this PJ Bunny on a Grape Street shit. That's really trying to get out of these destitute communities that have talent. What about coming back and signing one of them? So we just forget about the places that we come from. And I'm not saying come to the projects, chill, hang, be around dudes who got pistols and still participating in criminal elements. That's not what I'm saying. But at least give a hand back and grab somebody up out of them, up out of that community. You know what I mean? Polish them, get them right, and have them to go back and grab 2 people out of that community. polish them and get them right. Hopefully they don't become contaminated by the ideologies and the practices of the industry, and they can go back and grab 2 people. Each one teach one. You want to see how Watts Cat move with money? Stay tuned. Because I'm about to show you. I don't want to say too much. Why don't we start production companies? Why don't we start things that can put our people in position and put our peoples in place? I had a conversation with BJ from Bounty Hunters. And he was saying, yeah, man, you know, you can't do no blacks, can't do no business with blacks because dudes want to lie, cheat, steal, and do this, and you have to K-word them. No, that's BS. So when we peddling that medicine and we're a street pharmacist, we go back into the community and we give a dude a quarter bird. Go contaminate the community with this quarter yicken. Go put that in the community. Go make sure the mamas is on, especially the mamas. Because there's something about our women in that CRCK that they can't back up off of it. They can't shake it. They can't break it. Make sure you get the mamas. So now we got kids growing up without a daddy and without a mama. Both of the parents is dope fiends, addicted to that you know what I mean? That stuff. So we can trust each other and give each other contaminants that contaminate the community to do business and conduct business. But when you're in a position to where you have an LLC and it's registered with the state treasury and so on and so forth, we don't want to do business with each other no more. That's crazy. That ain't crazy to y'all. That's crazy to me. It don't make no sense to me. Because soon as this, boom, I'm in a project. What's up? Who know how to act? You know how to act? Who know how to sing? You know how to sing? Who know how to do this? You know how to do this? What do you do, little homie? I just get people together. You're a broker. Listen, go take this class to be a broker, homie. And we're going to start using you to broker deals, to facilitate deals. Everybody got a position to play. But unless we start giving it to these babies like this, then they going to be, or the her, what's up, Heedy? Who head we got to bust? You ain't got to bust heads no more, Heedy. You can bust checks. You can bust forms. It's out there for you, your name on it. All you got to do is just get up out the streets a little while and go get it. The keys is already in that Ferrari for you, Heedy. Just come out the hood for a minute. Let us get you right here. Boop, bop, bop, bop. Go get your Ferrari. Now go back and tell 2 more of the little homies how to get a legal Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever you want, you can have it. Or you just want something cool like me, cool little Beamer like, you feel what I'm saying? Cool little Porsche, you can have that. I got it. I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. Listen, homie, my mama wasn't there for me. My daddy wasn't no father. Some of y'all know me, man. It was a period of time when I ran away from my auntie house on Front Street in Front Street Hood, man. I was bummy. I was broke. I was going through a hard time. Sometimes I had to sleep in the gym. Sometimes I slept in Maureen house on PJ, waking up with big lumps on me from the cockroaches, not the regular little project roaches, from the cockroaches biting on me and all this and all that. And depending on who mommy in there that was closeted smoking, I done seen it all. I know y'all mamas that smoke on the low and all this and all that, because I went from sleeping on Maureen floor to having to go because it's around the 1st. And they coming with them checks, them SSI checks, and they about to be in there smoking like a broke stove. You got to go, little homie. For sure, I go. But I flipped the game. So now I'm the one that I got the work. What's up? Oh, little man got the work. Little man, oh, he be hanging with I gotta go. Oh, no, you ain't got to go nowhere. Well, man, you stay right here. I got the work. But I ain't never got on here and talked about nobody, mamas and daddies that I know be smoking that stuff. Even though people tried to make me feel irrelevant because I wasn't dressing at the time. I was going through some shit. My mama wasn't there. My daddy wasn't there. I had to figure it out. Once I figured it out, then man, I'm popping on all gears. You feel what I'm saying? But forgive me, I digressed and got into something else. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But the babies ain't got to live through that. So when I come on here and I tell you about my accomplishments and what God has blessed me to persevere through and endure so I can get my fruits of my labor. Yeah, I got a Porsche. Yeah, that's mine. On Stevie, I got that. Yeah, I got a Beamer. Yeah, that's mine. On Stevie, I got that. Yeah, I got an apartment with my name on it to where I pay rents. Yeah. We need to start teaching these kids how to fill out business applications, apply for loans. We need to start teaching these kids how to apply for an EIN number to start your business. We need to start teaching these kids how to apply for an apartment. basic stuff because I was lost in the sauce. And I'm asking my baby mama when I got my first apartment, like, you think they're going to give me an apartment? I'm a dude that was in and out of jail. I'm a dude that come from not humble beginnings, beginnings. Yeah, you're going to get the apartment. You got the money. You got this. You got that. Like, oh, no, I don't think it. I don't think they're going to give it to me. I'm a street cat. Even though I have a certain level of eloquence about myself and I know how to articulate and verbally express to where people can understand the message that I'm conveying, even though I know how to articulate, you can still tell I'm rough around the edges. Jury on and all this and all that. Like, you feel, they ain't gonna give me no apartment. And sure as shit stink, excuse my language, sure as feces smell, they gave me an apartment, my first apartment. And I'm walking through there just like, man, God, I thank you for this. I got a place not for me, but for my babies, that my babies can call home, that my babies ain't being abused and talked to like they don't matter and all this and all that. No, we ain't doing that. I created a safe environment for my babies. I did for my babies what my parents failed to do for me. So if we talking about breaking the cycles and blessings and all this, man, I'm going to tell you where I come from. I'm going to tell you how amazing God has been to me in my life. My mama ain't never too much did nothing for me, dog. My daddy was, yeah, whatever female say, that's what he was on. Even to this day, I love him, much love and respect, but he gives too much authority to women over his life. I can't be like that. I sat back and I watched, I analyzed how some of my peers, mamas and daddies that was on that dope, how my parents was off that dope, and I said, I can't be like that. Bro, man, I used to smoke pot of cocaine all night, all day. On my mama, what? Man, I don't like to do it like that. Let me roll this bill up and get in there and get down and dirty, like start having kids. I'm like, hold on, something gotta change. I'm liking this powder too much. Starting to look like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy, cheeks like this, neck like this, like a chicken. Like, hold on. Yeah, I'm dressing a little bit, got a bomb Lexus with the 15s and the TVs in it. I'm hitting a lot of females and all that, but that's superficial BS. None of that matter. What matter is me not spending all this money on this controlled substance, shoving it up my nose and taking that money and doing something for my babies. Broke the cycle. So that's what I talk about when I first began with this live, when this live first commenced. And I'm talking about one of the biggest unalivers of us in our community is our inability to change. You can't change for your babies. See, a lot of people, they get caught up in them, narcissists, being narcissistic, right? God told Moses, basically, right, you ain't gonna make it to the promised land, man. I ain't tell you to do that. Moses accepted it, but I'm still gonna lead my people to the promised land. I'm not gonna be a BITCHASSNIGGA. I'm not gonna be like that. Oh, I ain't gonna make it to the promised land. Y'all found it yourself. No, you would be a sucker. Martin Luther King, man, I may not make it to the mountaintop with you, but he still fought. You may not see the promised land, but you can't give up on a mission because you got babies that's dependent on what you do and what you don't do. If I don't see the promised land, it's cool. As long as these babies do. If I don't be able to enjoy the generational wealth that I'm creating, as long as my kids and my grandkids and they grandkids do. It's not always about us. A lot of dudes abandon and forsake the mission because they know they're not going to be able to see the fruits of their labor. They're not going to be able to reap the benefits. Nigga, it's not about you. You know, I'm trying to be a little bit more polished with my words. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, but it ain't about you. But I don't care because I can't, even with peace in the community, peace ain't for me. Peace is for y'all babies, y'all kids. Because I can go get my boy, man, come on. Like I just did. No, come on. We ain't got to be over there in these war-torn communities. We got options. All praise be to the Most High God. So when I be fighting for peace, it ain't for a check. It ain't for a reputation. It's for your babies. And then if you want to talk real, and I hope this dude don't, oh, man, people talking about. No, I'm going to tell you what's real on the real. And that be the thing. A lot of dudes can't accept what's real, ain't it? If Big U, all praise be to the Most High God, if Big U did what he could have did with peace, Instead of doing it for a photo op, if he had did what he could have did when he could have executed peace and brought peace to the city of Los Angeles, had he did that, his baby would still be here. Sometimes peace don't be for you. It be for a covering and a protection over these babies and these kids. But dudes be blinded by their ego. I'm this, I'm that. No, you ain't SHIT when it comes to the plan of God. God will put it in your head and on your heart for a reason. But dudes fumble it because I want to be this. No, I don't want to be nothing but what God is destined for me to be, and that's a servant. Nothing more, nothing less. If I get a Bentley, cool. If I get a 6-bedroom mansion, cool. But God, what do you want me to do? What you got on my heart for me to do for the people? Do with the people? Do. What do you want me to do? Use me as a servant. Whatever's my position is cool. See, and I'm gonna say his name, Gangster. I'm in this chat. I'm like, man, you know, we out here saving lives. We don't want to pick up these phones and work out these situations and all this and all that. Not these dudes getting these nonprofit and intervention and prevention checks. It ain't them, it's us. But they stealing our credit. Gangster, fuck the credit, nigga. Niggas don't give a fuck about no credit. Cause if we was tripping off credit, nigga, that's on page that we'd be out there busting niggas. Please, God, forgive me. I'm tripping. Mother F the credit. Let me bring it back in, man. Forget the credit. If we was politicking and tripping over the credit, we'll be over there going, oops, upside people's heads. And if we go to jail, whoop-de-doo. We ain't tripping off the credit, big dog. We tripping off the results. We tripping about how effective the things is that we do. We ain't tripping off the credit. So when you go, oh man, this ain't about credit. It ain't about credit. And it ain't about money either. But if a lot of them snakes is getting paid to do the work that we do, and we got kids, and we falling out with our homies, we getting in arguments with our homies, you don't think we shouldn't be compensated for our efforts? If dudes out here claiming the fame and pretending to be this, that, and third, you don't think it shouldn't be no compensation for us? And we going into the community when tensions is high, and the environment is hostile, and dudes don't want to hear nothing because these dudes and came over here and almost chipped their people, and you coming to tell your homies about peace. And you known as one of them dudes that allegedly used to go. What's up with you? Man, they came over here, but it's a better way. This, that, and third. And you got to try to find ways to dissuade your homies from going over there taking retaliatory actions in that community. Knowing anybody can get hit because things ain't got no name. And dudes ain't got no aim. And this is just is what it is. This is the truth of the matter. So I don't want nobody coming to me, talking to me about this, that, and third, when I'm bringing truthfulness to you. When I come here and I say, man, these dudes is these type of dudes, they offer me a job. How many of these meetings have you been sitting at with these politicians? Because I done been to an abundance of them. So if you ain't been where I've been and you ain't sacrificed what I sacrifice, don't say nothing. Shut your mouth and learn. See, some of you old cats start talking to. Forgive me. Let me maintain my. It just. Peace is of the utmost importance in our community. A lot of these dudes got these influence and all that, but you ain't stopping not one gang war. You ain't stopped not one retaliatory bluka blacka blacka. So you got all this influence and what you're using it for? To get nonprofit money? To get the police to say, oh, well, he's rehabilitated. Like, come on, man. We ain't here to play games. We've been playing games too long. And people is losing their babies. Big U situation. When we don't do what God put on our hearts to do, when we don't move in a way that's aligned with the spirit and within the realm of the spirit, people lose their lives, people lose their babies, and then people start losing their minds because of the dysfunction that's in the community. Y'all want to talk about that though, huh? Yeah. It can be your baby next, cuz. How would you feel if you lost your baby? Like, think about that. So, to situations that we can prevent, but you got all these fake gangsters that's on this high horse. You got all these fake gangsters that ain't never been outside the hood. How could we trust a person that ain't never been outside the hood? All you versed in is the hood. Politics and procedures and protocols of the hood. That's not going to move us forward. Man, I'd have been from the East Coast to the West Coast. I'd have been in Washington, D.C., politicking with the real politickers. Politicking with the real politicians. I'd have been out. I'd have seen a few things. I'm not mendacious. I'm not the type of person that want to mislead our people. No. That's not me. But some of these suckers in these communities, you got to stop listening to them because they're going to lead you and your babies to destruction and they're going to sit back and laugh. When you just a memory that for your mama hurts to reflect on. Why are we so anti-peace? We seen what the streets give us. If I touched it, ooh, that's hot. When my little brother come and he about to touch it, man, don't touch that. Hey, listen, Haiti, I'm going to tell you once again, if you touch that, it's going to burn you. Look at this. I done been hit. I done felt that fire. I done been in the streets. I done did a lot of stuff. I done been in prison. I know how I feel to be separated from your family. I know how I feel to feel like you ain't got no family because your family ain't supporting you doing your low of the low. So if you can't find yourself, oh, man, you're going to lose yourself. I know how I feel to be in that cell feeling like don't nobody love me. But you got to tell yourself, nigga, excuse my language, I love me. Don't nobody care about me. Ain't nobody here for me. I care about me. I'm here for me. So what we going to do to change this? I know how I'm going to change. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to be more analytical. I'm going to be less impulsive. I'm going to be calculative. And in certain situations, I may even have to be manipulative. And this is the truth. That's why I just told y'all the other day, I know how to respect silence. And I know how to appreciate isolation. Because it's through the silence and the isolation that I found my true strength and my true calling. Never trust a person that always want to talk. Always want to talk. Shh. You don't know how to appreciate silence. Let me turn this music up so you can zip it. Because when a person talk, and they don't know how to appreciate silence, they got to fill a void. Now you being messy. Oh, you heard about this. You heard about that. Oh, I was with this. Why are you talking on your penis? She didn't bless you with some of that good cat. And now you want to, yeah, man, you know I hit baby from Wooty Whoop. Man, that ain't none of my business. And that's how a lot of women get bad reputations. Because they give their most valuable asset to these loose-lipped dudes. Oh, man, I hit baby. Oh, I hit her too. Man, you hit baby. Man, I hit her and got head. Man, I got head, booty, and cock from her. Now she got a reputation of being a HOE. But she may have some solid qualities. She may cook. She may clean. She may run you the bag. She may give you the purse. Here. She's just looking for proper guidance. She's just looking for a real man to come in her life and lead. But when she messing with so many bad dudes, when she messing with so many beta males, it triggers and it traumatizes. Now she got guards up. Ugh, dudes is this. Some of them go off and be GAY and start licking and all that and all this. And some of them become hermits. Some of them put up these walls and they don't trust dudes. And you wonder why she always got an attitude. When a woman want to go through your phone and hold on, my bad. When a woman want to go through your phone and she want to always know where your location at, where your location, who you with and all that, it ain't just because she's controlling. She controlling for a reason. Why is she controlling? Because her controlling tendencies make her feel security. A woman want to feel secure. So we call it controlling. I call it her trying to assure herself that she got security, that you ain't gonna do it like the last dudes did. Come on, man. Listen, man. I gotta chill, lady. Hey, Black Warrior Spirit, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? Much love. Listen, man. They ain't gonna give it to you like this because they ain't experienced it like this. Look, yeah, from the projects. Homeless, no pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out. But I figured it out. When my brothers was in prison and all that, and certain dudes from my community was all them against me, I figured it out. I ain't run, I ain't tuck tail and hide. When I was in school and it was the class against me, I figured it out. I always rise to the top. So when I come on here and I'm telling you something, homie, it's from experience. And it's from the standpoint of a person who's victorious. Excuse me. It's from the standpoint of an individual that has been victorious time after time again, time after time again. I've been victorious. I've been figuring it out. I went through it, so you ain't got to go through it. Even DCFS, I hate DCFS. You know how long it took me to get my babies back? And I ain't did a thing wrong? They just ain't seen a black father that was that persistent and that eloquent and took the time out to research the law and come into their arena where they control it and say, hey, respectfully, your honor, how many units have been set aside to have my hearing heard? Oh, I don't do units in my court. And well, it stipulates and says this, that, and third. Oh, also, I would like to bring the social worker and put them on the stand because I have the right to cross-examine the social worker and face my accuser. Oh, we're not going to do. See, it was something deep that was going on there. You ain't got to go through it. I can tell you. Whenever you're dealing with DCFS, you have the right to cross-examine a social worker. They don't want you to cross-examine a social worker because they know they commit perjury. They know they falsify documents. They know that they commit federal and state crimes. And if you put them on that stand and you ask the right questions to say the right thing, they're going to put themselves in a position to where they can in a position where they can have a federal RICO brought down on them. That's what we're in the process of right now. If you know anybody that's been done wrong by DCFS, send them my way. We're working on a RICO against the judges, the social workers, the attorneys. This is real. I went through it, so you ain't got to go through it. Do you know how many nights I just wanted to give up? Do you know how many nights I feel damaged? I feel broken. I felt alone. I'm like, God, why my family ain't here going through this with me? Wait, and I did have a few people. I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they cool with it. But majority of my family went there with me. I had to face that. I had to face that alone. And I was almost broken. It was times that I wanted to give up, but my parents gave up on me. So why would I give up on my babies? I couldn't do it. It took almost 10 years going to every court date. Oh, we want you to do parenting class again. We want you to do this again. I did it. You're not about to keep my baby. They're my babies. But they was trying to hide the fact that they were abusing my kids, messing over my kids. And they thought that I was the typical black man that had come to court for 6 months and say, you know what? Deuces. No. Truth and nail. We gonna fight. Let's run it. But I ain't gonna get too deep into my trials, tribulations, and triumphs and all this and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I'm about to get up off this stage, man. Y'all step and be blessed as your player upon Bobby WAJ. We was gonna get into this Tyrese and Kevin McCall situation, but we'll do that tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? But anybody that's going through a time with DCFS, if you need any assistance, if you need any supports, if you need any encouragement, if you need a shoulder to lean on, cry on, whatever, I'm here. And I have a slew of other parents who have been victorious in fighting them, and we're going to litigate them like real soon. It's going to be another big lawsuit against DCFS. Y'all stay tuned, man. And if you would like to join on and you would like to support in any shape, form, or fashion, make sure you get in contact with your player opponent. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, shout out to my homie Young T, 2250. Tomorrow I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna share some of his content. But shout out to the homie Young T, 2250, man. We're gonna get into some of his content tomorrow. Y'all stay up, be blessed. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. And it's another one like the other one, man. I'm going to bring this live to a cessation. That's CESSATION. A cessation means to bring to an end. So the word of tonight is impecunious. Impecunious means to be without money, to be without funds. It means to be broke. So if you ain't got no money, then you're impecunious. So tonight's neologism, a neologism is a new phrase or a new word that's introduced to a group of people or an individual. So tonight's neologism is impecunious. Check it out. I put the word somewhere in the chat. I wish that people can't call without information. That's something that we gotta that's something that we gotta fight to change. Because you can get into it with anybody, and they can call and say, Yeah. They can call and say, oh, she don't feed her kids or she be beating her kids, and they come to social workers. Hello, hi. We got a complaint about, can we come in? And if it's just a complaint, they don't have a warrant or they don't have a court order to take your kids, you don't got to let them in your house. Don't let them in your house. Why you let them in your house? Oh, you want to see my kids? Little whoopty whoop whoop, little whoopty whoop, little whoopty whoop. Y'all come here. You can see them right here at the door. You ain't got to come in my house. So you and the police, if you do decide to let them see your kids, you and the police can march the up out of here. Get up out of here. If you decide to let them in your house, that's on you. But it's kind of like everything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Don't let them in your house. You ain't even much got to talk to them. You have a right. Contact an attorney. Learn more about your rights. Contact Bobby A.A. Jones. But that's going to be the cessation. That's going to be the conclusion of this live broadcast, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will be back to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? If the Lord say the same, all praise be to the Most High God. Y'all step and be blessed. It's a new law. If you call them people but are lying, they will arrest you. Yeah, they need to enforce that straight up. Y'all step and be blessed, man. It's your player partner. I'm gone.